how the game works? They have bots on patrol. Not too worried about that.
Trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
Explore. Firsthand.
Oh,
There is a quaint
okay.
robot fabrication system
Nothing
we'd
really
like
good
you
going
to
on
connect
there.
us to.
Alright.
Any members
Sell?
available can report to this.
Ammunition and
To initiate
other
the process.
supplies available
All we
here.
ask is you stand guard over the bots while we repurpose them for our patrol. That is all.
Just so you know that pause for the repurpose thing when you talk like that, buddy, does
Don't
not
face
inspire
the
trust
wasteland without the proper
anything you have to
supplies.
say. Just from a personal perspective. Okay. Cool. So, no mods over here or anything planned. What we'll do is jump over to the Brotherhood of Steel area real quick. Then we have to go get we have to go summon a drone, get a clearance card. Then we have to go through all. I wonder if I have to go through all of that again just to launch a nuke like last time. If you have to go through that whole thing, I can see why people aren't launching nukes like every time you pop on a server. Because that is a lot of work to go through to launch a nuke, to be honest.
Hi there, citizen. Super Duper Mart is where you will find amazing deals on the finest foods.
Might as well
Super
mark
Duper
yourself
Mart is the best place for super duper
K-I-A.
deals. Welcome. Hello.
All sorts of
Please
wonderful
see
stuff.
our
How about
helpful
coming here?
automated staff if you need anything at all. Welcome to Super Duper Mart, the future of grocery stores.
Super Duper Mark. Super and it's duper. No. Have anything actually? It doesn't look like they actually have anything else other than what's at the cash register. Kind of silly. All right.
We are the
Let's trade.
Brotherhood of Steel. Paladin Taggerty in command.
Well, that's interesting. Oh, why couldn't that have been T60 calibrated? So apparently this little workaround has to be done every time you play the game until they fix it. What is that, like a month or two later? At this time, I'm just about to say, hey, you know, come on. Cut you guys a lot of slack on what you've done with this game. I love the Fallout universe,
Unidentified intruder.
but
Identify yourself.
you really hurt your credibility as a game developer of
Be harmed.
standing and integrity so much. It's going to be hard to come back from it at this time, you know? What's really cool is Obsidian's coming out with a new game called go to here. Got Outer Worlds. So Obsidian announced a new game coming out called Outer Worlds, and they actually created some of the original creators of the Fallout universe and developers for Fallout 1 and 2 work at Obsidian still, and they also worked on Obsidian itself worked on Fallout New Vegas, which considered some people, when it comes to Fallout 3, 4, 76 in New Vegas, a lot of people I know of play these games, and we discussed this. prefer 76. And it was made by Obsidian. So,
Ready
I mean,
to
they're really,
exchange items.
it's just like, can you kick yourself in the butt anymore? And just tell people, you know, you don't really need to buy our games anymore. You know, it's ridiculous. Alright, so we're done with all this. I don't got nothing really to sell, so let's get over to White Springs. Summon a bot so we can go shoot it. Yes, the one at Watoga has a separate cap stash, so that's why I always go there. Those two are more likely to. Well, so far I've gotten my T45 calibrated servos from the Raiders. I'm not sure. You can. Let's see, Fallout 26 Trader map. So, alright, so do this. So yeah. The Watoga station is actually, I think it's all by itself. It's the vendor, because the shopping plaza is the Brotherhood of Steel. We've already went to the Raiders and the Responders. And you got the Free States up north. You got the Enclave vendor bot, which we're going to go see over here. So the Watoga vendor bot, I think, shares actually with the vendors over at White Springs. So. So there's a bunch of maps and everything out there you can actually look at online now. That has gathered information to help you know where to go to sell for caps. I'm pretty sure they're data mining the information right now to see which one's the best one to go to for certain items, plans. I need to check the armory here. In the main station, because I may be able to buy calibrated stuff for this. This is what's nice about the Enclave. They have a separate armory vendor up here. Buy exclusive pieces, those exclusive pieces for the X01 Enclave Power armor suits over there, which they should just give me one. I'm the general. So they sell all sorts of cool stuff here. So okay, Gatling plasma. How about mods? Okay, so optimized bracers too. If that would have said calibrated too, I would have just right out of my, to be honest. Okay, so then you got some other stuff here. Plasma gun, true splitter, Gauss rifle. Okay, cool. Headlamp for the XO01. Got a drink. Purified water. Alright. We need this thing. Surveillance system. Keycard escort. Cargo bot. Okay. Got the keycard. Cargo bot. Damn. So this might work out really well. I don't think the vendor was cleaned out, so. Sometimes you have to go into the vendor and come back out. Now, I understand what you meant now by that comment. That was kind of quick. Okay, I mean to harvest that. Why can't I get into that now? Need to be easier to shoot down. That's all I'm asking. I leveled up. There's something biting me? Oh, there is. Hey, little mole rat friend. Can I open this yet? And it's bugged. Imagine that. It's bugged, people. I thought this was such a well-polished game. You didn't have to worry about this stuff constantly. Alright, so now it's a little frustrating, I'll admit. Alright, let's see if we can turn this into a positive. And just I believe the power armor, possible power armor spawn right here. Because we're gonna have to restart another server. Okay, so there's nothing at the power armor. Okay, we got a legendary mutant raider. Okay. Glowing mongrel. And that ran away. Just walk away. I'm not even gonna try to find that. Yeah, I mean, up to this point, I've had lots of fun. It's just, for the most part, for the most of my gameplay, I've had a good amount of fun. But I recommend that other people buy it only if you're a complete stranger. If you're one of my friends, I might say it different. Because you already know my taste and what I like and how I view things, and so we've had experience together with that. If you're not one of my friends, I would say you're a total stranger. You walked up to me and said, should I buy Fallout 76? First question I ask you, have you played any other Fallout game? And if you say no, I would have to say, alright. Then I'd go through the whole checklist. Have you played any games? If it was like Fallout 76 would be your first venture into this genre and type of game, I would say no. And I would point you in another direction for other types of games that I believe would give you a better experience. And that would be, you know, stand older games, like play Fallout 3, New Vegas, even Fallout 4. They had the time to get some polish and they're in a better state. I would say revisit this game after you played those, because by that time, hopefully within another month or two, they'll have worked out, you know, why they keep having what they have to deal with. Fix. Because right now, I could not recommend a game to somebody completely coming into this genre. If you're an experienced player, you're familiar with games, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's got bugs. I like the open map. I get to go around and explore. The story was kind of okay. The lack of NPCs is, you know, sometimes not the greatest experience. So usually I feel people out a lot before I would, you know, somebody came up and because you're going to spend money on this, and it's not cheap. It's, you know, 50 bucks, 50 plus bucks. I'm not going to tell a complete stranger, you know, the game completely sucks either. You know, because nowadays you also have the options. What's really nice, I'd say, check out my Twitch stream or watch my YouTube Let's Plays, or something. Yeah, it is not recommended for new players at the current moment. If you're coming into this genre blind, not recommended. If you already understand some of the trials and tribulations and have played Bethesda games before and you kind of know what's going on and you like the Fallout universe, sure, go ahead and get it, because for the most part your experience is going to be interesting and fun. You have friends to play with that all want to play. Most likely, oh my god, this guy's moving. You got friends and everything and used to it? Yeah, go ahead. You know, because the big thing with video games nowadays is they're reaching such a larger audience than what they used to. You know, I got friends who, my buddy, he just bought his mom Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition for. Okay, this is actually what I was looking for. Okay, 45. So T45 only goes up to level 45. Okay, cool with that. He just bought his mom Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, and she's older than I am, and I'm 44. I'm not going to give you her age. Rude. And she's loving the hell out of it. And my buddy says he's enjoyed watching my stream. You know, I got hundreds of hours into this. At this point, I got over 200 videos about it on YouTube. So that kind of tells you something. So it's a loaded question anymore that isn't, if you ask me, isn't easily answered. You know, would you recommend this game? Because newer people are getting into it. I usually, when somebody says, would you recommend this game? It has to have a certain amount of polish. And if you're a gamer, I've been playing games for 20 some years, so I expect and understand, and I know how to work around difficulties I'm having with the game. So if you're a total new player, you wouldn't know to you know, access this, go there, do that, so you get a handle on it and be able to enjoy the experience. That's how I look at that. Because I really wouldn't... Why is everything red now? Oh. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm not afraid of the short speed. Oh my god! Okay, whatever. Plants. Oh, okay, cool. Always like plants. Land on the ground, buddy. Got something special. gonna fly off way over there? Fine. That works for me. Yeah, so... But then again, there's like, if you're a new player and I tell you it's got bugs, you have to do a whole bunch of, sometimes you have to search the internet how to fix things. You can have your character completely corrupted and you could have to start all over again. Those kind of bugs, and you're like, I don't care, I like a challenge. You know, I'd say go for it. Go ahead and buy it. If you like a challenge, this game's going to provide it for you. I'm hopeful that the lessons they learn here will start making Bethesda a better company too, overall. Because I personally think the last few video games, they have intentionally developed the games in such a way that they expect the player base to make it better. That they will skip corners or not provide as much as they should, much polish at launch, because they know their player base will forgive them, so it doesn't really matter. I just killed the guy with that. Where is it? Okay, so... Alright. Interesting. Interesting indeed. You know, have intentionally done things because they knew their player base would come in and fix it for them. And they would be forgiven for all their wrongs because they allowed their player base to mod. You know, that's one of the selling points for the games. You can mod the games out the wazoo. Skyrim, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, you know, Fallout 4, all can be modded. And that's a huge selling point. When those games were released, that was some of the people saying, yeah, these games are great. They may have their problems, but at least you can mod them. Nobody else lets you do that. Holy damn, that's a lot of railway spikes. Oh, we got a rifle too. Take it. And in a way, I think that hurts the game industry as well, to be honest, when you take that approach. And that's why we wind up with what we have with Fallout 76. They kept on pushing that line further and further each time. But with Fallout 76, they can't rely on their player base to fix all their problems for them and forgive them, because it's an online game. So guess what? You can't rely on somebody else now to do all your work for you. You have to have done it up front. Alright, so that quest... Okay, so if I... question is okay, report back over here and have a load screen and see if it loads back up. Just need to reload it. That worked out. Okay. But you know, wandering around, I got some T45 already. Level 45, which is the max level for it. I got the head, which seems to be the hardest piece of any armor to freaking get. So I was really happy with that.
Unauthorized access of secure transport container. Starting self-destruct countdown under dropkick protocol. Detonation.
Quest complete. I'm gonna pick up another one of these though. Yeah, see, like quest bugs get weird too. Let's see. So remember the last time we played, we had a quest marker for Site Alpha up at the Central Mountain Lookout. So it isn't there now. The one for Site Charlie is down south of Site Charlie. And the quest for Site Alpha is actually on Site Alpha this time, so that's fun. But again, I'm used to these kind of things that I have to deal with in these kind of games, so it's just like another day in the jungle. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, see, and that's the problem, because you could say just enjoy the game, don't worry about other people, but the fact that you're actually walking a if you would ask somebody, what do you think of a game, or would you recommend it? That means you're asking for an opinion, I would think. But I would hope that you're asking for an opinion, but at the end of the day, that person isn't making your buying decision for you. Because I know some people, that's how they work. They will ask your opinion. They will either act on it or not, and if they act on it and it doesn't turn out the way they want to, they will come back and say, it's your fault I bought this garbage. You costed me money. And I'm just like, I was hoping for an opinion, and that you were wise enough, experienced enough, and responsible enough, understanding how your own actions are your own, and when you went and made a purchase, that purchase, and you would take the responsibility all on yourself. And so if it turned out not to be what you wanted, you would go, my bad. Looks like I should have done purchased something else, or how do you went about that, whatever. Different. You know, that's how I do my purchases. Like I don't ask anybody,
Neutralized target acquired.
would you recommend this game anymore? I really don't. And the big thing with that is, for me, is I'm old enough now. I've been doing this literally for years anyway, so I mean, why do I want my hard-earned money to be decided where it goes by a stranger? You know? I mean, if the question, my personal thing is, if you're going to ask us, like, so how do you like this game? What are the good points and the bad points that you like about it? You know, if I'm coming completely blind into a game, what are the good points and the bad points? Then you can tell me what they are, what you think they are, and maybe that would help me know how to research whether or not I want to buy a game nowadays. Because I remember when you didn't have that option. Games were published and you had to just buy the damn thing and play it to see if you liked it. That was that. You know what I mean? So it was really like how you say, Dave, at the time you just like, don't worry about the game, just either you liked it or you didn't. Okay, so I came in a different way, so does it make me, does production science make medical? Okay, that's communication. Okay, so alright, here we go. I remember the color. So yeah, I mean, because I also do things like this. When I go to a restaurant, I do have restaurants that I visit on the regular.